Silicon Valley, technology, art, green, and sustainability.
Hi, welcome to another episode of Silicon Valley Tech, Art, Green, and Sustainability. Today I have the Regional VP, I don't know if that's the correct title, with us with Chinook Book, and which also used to be called Eco Metro Guide in the Bay Area, and founding name was Chinook Book. And Sean Beal, thank you for coming today.
Thanks so much for having me. I'm excited to be here.
I like the new look.
Thank you. Thank you.
The little beard going on. It's a nice
trying to look
look.
more mature these days.
Very mature.
Yeah.
So Chinook Book, tell us a little bit about your background first, and then we'll talk a little bit about the book.
Sure.
Which you're holding here, so I'll grab it.
Yes, here you go.
Yeah, awesome. Yes.
Yes, my background, I have been involved in marketing and relationship management for pretty much the last 10 years. I'm a transplant.
You do look too young for 10 years. I'm just kidding.
I am a Bay Area transplant, like lots of people. I'm originally from the Midwest, from Chicago. And I've lived here for about 6 years and have been in marketing to some extent for that whole entire time.
10 years here then, so?
Yeah. 6 years here. So.
Okay.
I've been with the company for almost 2 years, and so it's kind of an easy fit for what I was doing before. It's basically finding and cultivating relationships with awesome businesses around the Bay Area.
And so 2 years here, or were you up north a little bit with Chinook Book?
2 years here.
2 years here.
So yeah, my 2-year anniversary will be in June
Oh.
for the company and in the Bay Area.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's
Appreciate
great. So tell us about Chinook Book. I love Chinook Book, and here's, I don't know if they can get a little close-up of this, but it's great, and I love the cover on this, the East Bay cover. It's just a great thing.
So the Chinook Book, I'll talk about the cover in a second, but the book itself is basically it basically exists to create community and inspire people and reward people for living a more healthy and sustainable life within our own confines and in our local area. And so it's a place where people can go and find great deals to businesses that meet our criteria. And also it's a source of resources on things such as hiking and recycling and where farmers markets are at and that sort of thing. The cover, which you mentioned, actually we're quite proud of this year, was the first year that we did a local artist contest. And so we're in a few different markets. In Silicon Valley, this was actually the winner, which is a quilt that we created, or that the artist created, which we then turned into the book cover.
So I've got it here on screen. We're also going to pull up a slide right now, which shows a couple of the past books covers, and I think there's an East Bay one and maybe 2010. So here's a variety of them, and I love the graphics. I mean, they're just great graphics. The top one's the current one, and looks like 2011. What do we got there? 2010, and what's the bottom left?
The bottom left is the East Bay, actually, for this year. So that's a current book.
Yeah, so that's a good one. And then here's another slide here. We'll be talking about this in a little bit. Yeah, and that's the apps that we're going to look at in a couple minutes. So Santa Cruz, Silicon Valley, where's this one here? This is all over, and you've got coupons everywhere?
So this book, it covers its geographic areas. It covers all of Silicon Valley and Santa Cruz, and then approximately half of the peninsula, and we're growing there, so that's kind of a new area for us. So throughout the book, it's basically set up into various chapters. So we want to kind of engage the audience in every part of their life to have a better option to visit a local and sustainable, viable company around them. And so there's anything from local grocery, places like Whole Foods and natural markets around you, to bike shops in the area, yoga studios, nurseries that have native plants that take low water.
And here we are. I don't know if they can get a close-up of that.
Yes, there you are as well.
So, and how did it get started? I don't know if you can get a little close-up of our little thing there, but how did this all get started here? And
So the Chinook Book has been in existence for 12 years. It started in Portland. Nick Blosser, who's the founder of the company, started the book as 12 years ago. The idea of sustainable and green wasn't quite what it is today. So it was really an innovative idea for the time. And basically what the the thought is that we wanted to take old-fashioned coupons and reimagine them for the things that inspire us and that we love and the types of businesses that we enjoy and frequent. And so that was its idea in infancy, and then it really just caught on and has been a huge success in both Portland and Seattle, and then we're also in the Bay Area.
And that's what was started in Portland and Seattle?
Correct.
And which one was actually first, Portland or Seattle?
Portland.
Okay.
Seattle was soon after, and then we're also in the Twin Cities.
So the founders are from Portland?
Portland, that's
Portland, okay. I think I met him at one of your launch events too, a while back at something, I think it was the UC Santa Cruz Ocean something.
Seymour Center.
Yes, the Seymour Center,
Great place.
So are there other plans for expansion?
Well, there are always plans for expansion. We just had a pretty large expansion in terms of our product offering. As you mentioned, we just launched the mobile version of Chinook Book for your smartphone or tablet. In the Bay Area itself, we've expanded to where we have the Silicon Valley print book, which you've just shown, and we're in our 3rd annual edition of that. We should point out the book comes out once a year.
Oh, it seems like it's been longer than 3 years. Wow.
It does. Well, time goes by fast.
Yeah.
The East Bay, we're in our 5th edition, and we have just come to San Francisco. So,
so San Francisco's now got.
San Francisco is our first mobile-only environment. So we've done away with the paper in that environment, and so we've just started there, and we probably have about 100 merchants on board in San Francisco as well.
So let's pull up that slide that was up a second ago, and where can we find Chinook Book? It's everywhere, right? So this is an amazing slide. This is where you're at.
Yeah,
right?
That's from the mobile app. That's kind of a zoomed-out version of some of the merchants that are in the book that you can find and redeem coupons at. There's really 2 or 3 major ways that you can get a Chinook book right now. The first being from, we work with a lot of retail partners, so a lot of the green businesses that are in the book also choose to sell it. So places like Whole Foods and natural grocers and cafes in every neighborhood have Chinook books typically to sell. So a lot of places that are in it also retail it. And then I'm really proud of the fact that we work with about 75 local schools and nonprofits who use the book as a healthy fundraiser.
Wow.
And so this past year, as a company, we raised about $250,000 for local schools through that program. And so it's a great alternative for them to have something to that's not, it's a little bit more health oriented, and it's a great education piece for the children at the schools, for them to understand local economics and healthy and sustainable living. And so that's one of the things that we're most proud of that we do. And then the third way that you can get a book is through some of the really the cooler partnerships that we have out there right now, where we're trying to really inspire and engage our audience for coming out and doing great things and being part of local stewardship. So I guess a practical example of that would be if you come out and volunteer for the Guadalupe River Conservancy, you would get a free book compliments of eBay's Green Team. And so we want to encourage people to come out and work with our partners that are nonprofits like Save the Bay to get involved. And we think that the book is a great reward for people to do that, and thus they can use the coupons in their local economy and help the local businesses that are supporting the sustainability movement.
Let's pull another slide up here, and I think I have a slide later too with your partnerships here. So this is the new thing here. This is the app, right?
So
tell us about what's on the left and what's on the right there.
So this is our baby. This is basically the exact same concept of the print book, which is one-time use coupons for sustainable businesses and green resources.
And the left, is that like varieties of the coupons, or?
Well, the left is just the chapters and categories. So that tells you the different sectors that we're in, anything from dining to wellness to travel and rec. And then if you were to drill down on that on your smartphone, you would be able to find all of the coupons. The right is an actual example of a Whole Foods mobile coupon. So that's what you would pull up when you're in the store. And so at the point in the transaction where you would ordinarily hand over a paper coupon, you would simply pull out your smartphone or this giant iPad.
Yeah, I love that.
But you would pull out your iPhone or your Android, and when you get up to the register, you would just simply say, I have a Chinook Book coupon I'd like to redeem, and it's simple as hitting redeem. It says, are you sure? And then yes, and then that's as simple as that. So then you get your discount applied, and we have these people celebrating with you that you just got an awesome discount at a local green business. And so it's really as simple as that. It's meant to be.
So I've got my phone here.
Yes.
I go to your website.
You can go to chinookbookmobile.com
and download the app
for free right now because it just came out, so anybody can get this for free.
Okay.
And
I think in here too, there's like codes, right, inside here. So
if you purchase the print book,
I think this is it here, right?
Yep.
You go in here, and here's the little
There's a
the
card.
code in there of your unlock the, right, the coupon?
There's a card inserted in every print book that comes with a code, which
Okay.
unlocks the usage of all of the coupons. The